Alright guys, welcome back to the Quaking Punch. We're here. We're game 3. The third and final game between me and Ironcladmerc. And it has been a great series so far. Game 1 came down literally to the very last card. So if you want to watch that, go ahead. Please, actually, I recommend it. Start from the beginning. Go all the way back to game 1. Watch that. Then check out game 2. Then come back for game 3. Game 2, I would say Ironclad was in the driver's seat from start to finish. There really was no... I don't think I really threatened him once that entire matchup. So we got game 3 here. Going into this game, I knew there was a lot of changes I had to make to the way I was playing. I realized I was kind of letting my opponent play his game the way he wanted to play, and I had to kind of try to find a way to disrupt his flow if I wanted a chance at winning. So I had to find a way to put him in a situation where he couldn't find all the cards he needed when he needed them, and I had to do that on the fly. And so let's see what I can do in this game to put myself in a better position, and we'll come back after the match and we will talk about it. But we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Send another invite. Best of 3, game 3. This is tough. And like, this is not the type of deck you want to see if you're a Night March player. Something that can easily knock you out, has answers to you in terms of Focus Sash is makes it tough. The Enhanced Hammer makes it tough. He's got a very consistent draw engine, which makes it tough. Yeah, I don't really like Delinquent in the deck. Like, I took that out. I wish I would have taken that out for like a judge, like I said. But there really wasn't much I can do. Oh, wow. Well, good thing we got the Puzzle of Time here, right? Because, like, there really isn't much we can do otherwise. Unless, of course, we have, like, a really good top deck. Okay, well, that's good. This doesn't really do anything. Alright, well, we're going to hit our 3 Lampants. Because, like, if he comes out and just has nothing going on, like he bricks, it's game over. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Do you want to go or what? Thanks. Okay. I kind of want to... I need to have a good top deck here, so... I guess let's see Trainer's Mail and see what option number 4 is. Like, I don't really know. Either way, we have a pretty good knockout next turn. Just end our turn. If he bricks and misses everything, like, what does this thing even do for you? Like, I don't know. Obviously it does something. Well, there's the level ball. It's Remoraid. Which, I'm knocking out that Remoraid right off the bat. Like, that's going out. We got the Lysander in hand. We got the DCE. That thing's just, it's gonna eat it. I just wish we had something to protect ourselves against, like a rare candied Gallade. Like, that could suck, but like, I kind of feel like that thing's a... Oh, he's getting Halucha. There's a level ball, okay. He might already have the rare candy, I don't know. I mean, either way, if I don't top deck anything, I don't top deck anything, and if I have to knock out the Remoraid, I have to knock out the Remoraid. Like, it's annoying, but it's what I have to do. Or I can knock out the Ralts and just end all threats of losing. Okay, so well, I have to do something. So first thing we're going to do is this. Ultra Ball. There we go. I'm going to grab a Shaman. Take the Remoraid. I need to find a Dimension Valley. I'll take a Joltik too. Like, we really can't afford to miss the DCE of the Dimension Valley here. Here we go. Got it. Good. Alright. So we're starting up one. We got rid of his Remoraid. Got DCE in hand. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alrighty, we're starting up, and there's really... I mean, we could Delinquent, Dimension Valley, put our opponent in a hole right off the bat. And that's what we're going to do. Man, I'm stressed out right now, guys. This is tough. Like, yeah, if he takes a knockout here, that's fine. I'm just going to Delinquent, Dimension Valley, and take another knockout with Pumpkaboo. And that, like, really, really, really puts him in a tough spot. Like, that can be a game changer. And it'll be, like, maybe, like, the only time I'll ever be like, man, I'm glad I had Delinquent. Still, Premonition gives him kind of an advantage somewhat. He can still retreat and play the whole barrier thing, which, it's whatever. If he gets, he's got a 50-50 shot. But we're going to make him discard his whole hand, basically. So whatever top deck is, it better be pretty good. Also, if he misses this, tails. Okay, so we're good there. So we are going to Delinquent. We are going to play the Dimensional Valley. Delinquent. Gone. See you later. Whole hand. Let's see what he had. That's nasty. Yeah, Octillery, rare candies, all that. Okay, good. So let's see, he had like a really good top deck to put up there, which I don't know if he did. I'm not going to attach DCE here. Oh, we got to play the Dimension Valley. And we can die March. All right, we're up 2 prizes in the race, which is huge. Huge, 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 huge. It's big being up 2 prizes. Now, he's just a Shaman Lysander away from being back in it. But now he's living on top deck world. He's going to come up take a knockout. We're going to come up take a knockout, and he's living in top deck. And that's not good. And like, I mean, he's still 5 cards in, so who knows, you know, what he can find with the Premonition. But I think that Delinquent really, really came in clutch for us there. And, like, I am now glad I had it. Oh, wow. That's right. He couldn't play the supporter. How much are we hitting for? We're hitting for, what? 5, so it's 100, 200 with weakness. I just want to have options here. So what do we have here? Ultra Ball, fine. I mean, I'll take it. It doesn't matter. Trainer's Mail. Dimension Valley in case he decides he wants to play the Delinquent game. Alright, we're good. Alright, now we're up 3 prizes in the race. I think taking care of that Remoraid early decided the game. I really do. And that Delinquent was pretty clutch, too. We're going to take out this Ralts next turn. Actually, no, we're going to take out that Remoraid next turn. Just totally make him draw 1 card at a time. I don't even want to think about Octillery this matchup. And we're pretty much in the driver's seat here. We are good to go. Yeah, I really don't see my opponent coming back from this one, but, I mean, stranger things have happened, so. I mean, Karina could certainly get him back in it. He can get a Gallade, he could get a, you know, rare candy. I mean, we probably want to get a VS Seeker, honestly, so we can keep Gallading, like, you know, keep Karina over and over again. Drawing into another Versus Seeker would be nice, honestly. That way I could just take care of that thing. But we're in a pretty good spot right now. Oh, see, he's got the rare candy, so he's still relying on top decks. I would have gotten a VS Seeker. That way we could have gotten a, you know, another Pokemon. Oh, he doesn't have any fighting basic. It's just the Ralts. Alright, well, there's that. Now he's getting the Premonition going, which I guess is good. I mean, but there's really not much my opponent can do, honestly, because we're going to take a knockout this turn. He can come up, knock us out, but then we're just going to come back up and knock him out. It's pretty much game over, because we're holding the last DCE in hand. I mean, this game 3 really didn't have to do much. Alright, that's it. That's game over. He cannot play any more supporters. Maybe he can get an enhanced hammer, but I have the DCE in play. That's really his only bet is getting the enhanced hammer. Focus Sash, but we got the megaphone, so it's okay. Good game, good game, good game. And we're going to go to 3-0. Man, that was a really close series. That was an insane series, man. Wow. Whew. Props to my opponent there. Seriously, well done, man. I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. I mean, game 3 was kind of like, I was in the driver's seat the whole time, but game 1, it was just like, man, it was just like, it came down to the wire. Game 2, I still feel the same way, except my opponent, he was in the driver's seat the whole time in game 2. There's really nothing I could have done there. And, you know, that was basically it. I mean, there's nothing I could have done in game 2. I tried my best, but he got one up. I mean, I feel like game 3 is really where I came back, was, I came back by taking care of that Remoraid early. I didn't let him get Octillery set up, and I feel like that's where I came back in it. And I feel like that Delinquent in the middle of the game really hurt him. And I'm kind of glad I had it. Like, even though I didn't really want it in the deck, I'm glad I had it. There it made sense for me to have it. I crushed his hand. He's relying on top deck the whole game, and it's just Night March, Night March, Night March, Night March. But we are 3-0 right now. Hopefully we can keep the streak going, go up to 4-0 next round. I'm feeling pretty good right now, honestly, guys. Really am. So thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys hanging out this week. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. As you can see, we did it. 2-1 victory over Ironcladmerc in the best of 3 series. And the way I was able to do it in this game was, I feel like that Delinquent, even though I complained about having it in my deck, was extremely valuable in that matchup. He got to a position where he only had 3 cards left in hand. I can Delinquent him down to 0. I can replay Stadium. I can take a knockout. Then he's relying on top deck. Also, what I changed this matchup was I targeted down those Octilleries fast. If you can't draw through your deck like you like to at that matchup, sure, you can Premonition, but then you still have to wait to the next turn to get what you want. So it doesn't really help you out on that very turn. Whereas with Gallade and Octillery, you can dig 5 into your deck, find the cards you need, and then draw them with Octillery. I didn't want my opponent to have any part of that. I just wanted him to be able to have to live on top deck, especially with a deck like that where you have to get up to stage 2 can be tough. I mean, he plays Karina, so it's a little bit easier, but it's hard for him to get his basic out because his basic's a fairy. So he can't get basic and then rare candy. He can get his Gallade and rare candy, but he has to find other ways to get his basics out. So, I mean, he did play Pokemon Fan Club, which I felt like is a good in that deck. I don't really like the card at all overall, but in that deck it's good. But that was a great series, so definitely leave my opponent some props in the comments down below. He was incredible. You know, I really wish him the best of luck in the rest of the tournament. I did let him know these matches were going to be up, and so he should be tuning in too. But, I mean, this was great. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better opponent or a better matchup. Like, it was just... It was incredible to play. Even if I would have been on the losing end of it, that's fine. It was really a lot of fun, and you know, the Delinquent at the end there really just got it. And then it's just, you know, Night March, Night March, Night March, Night March, Night March, and you're good to go. So I feel like that's the kind of way I course corrected in game 3 to kind of give myself a better matchup with the deck, because I didn't really want him to be able to just Octillery his way through it. And that's what you got. Those are things you have to notice when you're playing this game, especially in a best of 3. It's like, okay, what does my opponent like to do? What can I do? Like best of 1, it's a lot harder to have those those types of series best of one because you don't really get enough information out of it in time to make a correction. And I feel like that's where I'm pretty strong at, is in best of 3 play, making corrections based off of how I notice my opponent likes to do things. And then I was able to make those corrections in enough time in game 3 to come out with the win. But thanks again for hanging out with us. We got 2 days left of expanded decks. So give me some ideas down below. If I can build it, I can build it. If I cannot, I cannot. I'm not doing Rayquaza, Zach. Don't even bother. All right, guys, but thanks a lot, and we'll see you tomorrow.